So let me answer it on two different levels. Okay. One is the purely economic argument. So let me start with the purely economic argument, which is that it's not much money. In India, we spend 0.7% of our GDP on, on all of basic science. And by basic science, that includes ISRO, it includes the CSIR labs. So that's not what I call basic science. What I call basic science is basic blue sky research. So we spend 0.6%, 0.7% perhaps. It used to be 1%. Now it's about 0.7%. You look at the US, that's about 2.5%, 3%. China is 2.5%, 3%. Israel is probably 5%. So these advanced economies spend much more of their much larger GDP on basic research. So when you ask, why does the US get the Nobel Prizes? They spend a lot more money. Now you look at where innovation comes from. Why did Silicon Valley grow up in California? It's because of Stanford and Berkeley. I'm from Johns Hopkins. That whole area in Maryland is a biomedical hub. Why did it come? It came because of Johns Hopkins. The APL Center of Hopkins does a lot of defense research, and there's a lot of high-tech industry around there. Again, Boston, MIT, that MIT corridor, again, same thing. Even in India, you look at Bangalore. Why is Bangalore the science and technological city of India? I mean, you know, it's where all the startups are. It's where all the science is done. It's because of ISC and because of all the colleges in Bangalore. So this is the purely economic impact. If you want to look at this, if you want to look at the paradigm shifts, not just build a car that uses 10% less fuel, but the car the hover car, the car that flies. That's what you need science and innovation for. And that's what we do. Our job as academics, our job is not to necessarily build that car. Our job is to teach people like you, like other students, how to think, how to do new things. So that's a purely economic aspect. People often argue for science on the basis that today's advances are yesterday's basic research. Something like lasers. Lasers, you have lasers everywhere. The computer you use uses lasers. If you need surgery, you get lasers. When you go to a shopping center, to a department store, they use lasers to read the prices. So lasers are used everywhere, but lasers came from basic research. X-rays. How can you live without X-rays? Basic research. So that's the practical argument. But I have a more philosophical point, which is that we're humans. We're all people. Some people like dance. Some people like art. Some people like dance and art. People go and are happy to spend 500 rupees to go watch Shah Rukh Khan, do whatever he does, or whoever it is. And so this is what we do. What is the purpose of that other than to make Shah Rukh Khan rich? What other purpose does my going to see his movie have? And this is what we do. We have a curiosity. We want to learn. We want to do things. We have to find out about the universe. And this is what makes us human. So this is why we have to do basic academia, not just science, but also historical research. Also, what color underwear did William Shakespeare wear? These are things that are just of interest. Why are they of interest? Just because. There was this really neat story once. They were learning how cockroaches navigate. And they had these little funnels on their antenna to show that who would think of putting funnels on cockroaches' antenna? But this is what we do. And if you ever look at the Ig Nobel Prizes, that's what they say. First, they make you laugh, then they make you think. And that's why we do science or history or geography or anything. It's because we're humans and because we want to expand our world.